What's going on, everyone? So in today's video I'll be talking about what decks are better to play, meta decks or rogue decks. And this is a community response videos. For you guys that do not know, my community response videos are videos I'll be doing maybe once every week, every other week, where I ask you guys a question on my community tab on YouTube and or Facebook if I feel like posting it. Ask you guys the questions, and most of the best answers get answered into a video. So yeah, man, like I said, this week we're going to be discussing meta decks or rogue decks, which takes more skill and why. So, as I always tell you guys, without further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, before we get to the actual video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and also hit that bell for you guys to be notified every time I drop a new video. And make sure to give me a like, a comment as well, because for one, it'll help the channel out, and for two, it'll benefit you by entering you guys into this month's giveaway. And this month's giveaway is for the Wader Warrior MetaMask Playmat. And to be entered into that giveaway, you guys got to do everything I just said here. And the giveaway winner will be announced the first week of December. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Alright guys, so meta decks or rogue decks, let's see what you guys put. Yash Shahani said, I think rogue can often take more skill. If it is a better known rogue deck, I'm counting it as meta in this example, but usually rogue decks will take longer to learn. The combos, etc. or meta usually always has someone in the OCG or even in the TCG who has found the ins and outs of the deck and its combos, so it's easy to play. That is true. I'm gonna get a little heart right, get a little heart. That's true. Patrick Tan says, oops, kind of went up. Patrick Tan says, I want to say equal skill. You have to compensate more with rogue decks that they have a little less room for margin of error. At the same time, with meta decks, you have to manage all the resources at your disposal. So either or there is no hammer deck or only skill decks. That makes sense. Like me being on both ends of the spectrum, playing meta and rogue, they both have their own ways of being skill intensive. But I'll get into my examples of that towards the end of the video. Nick Allen says, rogue by far. Meta, you just look at deck profiles, competitors, etc. That's true. I can see where you're coming from. Retro Savage says, it really depends on the matchup. If it's two rogue decks going at it, it should take more skill because of the pace of the decks. If it's two meta decks going at it, it also takes more skill because you have to play perfect. If it's rogue versus meta, it's less skillful because either the meta deck poops on the rogue deck or the rogue deck floodgates the meta deck. But in terms of true skill, meta versus meta takes a bit more because with rogue versus rogue, you have a slight wiggle room for error, whereas meta, you normally have to play perfectly. This is also considering no side deck because once people side, someone usually gets flooded out, but siding itself can be made with skill or made with poor decisions, which speaks to the player's skill level a lot. So in the end, I give the edge to meta under those. That is true. You know what? That's true. I gotta give him a heart and like that, because when you think about it, everything he's saying is true. Nowadays, when you're playing a rogue deck, unless that rogue deck is just some combo no one has thought of yet, you're just playing floodgate deck with a deck that used to be powerful from last year versus playing a meta deck where it's like, when you go to the mirror match, you're going to have to make sure you don't mess up or you lose. So that's really smart for Retro Savage saying it. Shout out to you. Vincent Champlou said, great topic, should be discussed more in the community. Thank you. Mage of Ancients say, I would say rogue decks take more skill to learn. On top of learning the ins and outs of a rogue archetype, rogue players have to learn how to play the archetype to exploit and pick on the weaknesses of the meta decks and not to rely heavy on stable tech cards and hand traps. For example, he gave a good example right here. ABC Buster Dragon for ABCs can quickly take out meta decks essential combo pieces such as Double Helix, Super Agent, Quick Fix for Spirals, or Skull Crabback Joker, the Pendulum Grabs, and Time Star Magician for Pendulum Magicians. Lightsworn players are capable of a huge board presence in the midst of thinning out their decks. These players are capable of swarming the field for better board presence and several extra deck summons, and activating multiple graveyard effects at once. While powerful and combo intensive, some meta players have cards with once per turn effects that have to be used on each of a Lightsworn deck's monsters for the sake of a better card advantage. That makes sense. I see where you're trying to come with that one. I mean, everyone's answering really great. There's nothing more to be said. Give you a heart as well. Jason Creech said, Rogue as its less consistent and power crept to current meta. As most meta now is learn 2 to 4 combos. It's all she wrote. Taking Rogue and winning against the meta shows more skill, luck, and superior deck building to over. That is true. I like that. Can't argue with that at all. Kevin Sanders said, Rogue decks, because Rogue decks are not played as often, and because of this, innovation and imagination plays a big part in building the deck. Analyzing the meta and finding synergy between old and new strategies as well. Discovering new combos is what core Yu-Gi-Oh is all about. Man, preach, preach, preach. Let's see. AW Toast said, meta because your deck is changing and you have to learn text and interactions of different cards. Every format, some rogue takes skill, but it's just to beat the meta. Yeah, I see what it means by that. I'm gonna give you a hard look. Make a good point. Let's see. Versicle said yes. Shane Callahan comments a lot. He says, I say rogue decks because you have to learn more combos and such, where meta decks are mainly like 1 or 2 combos right now. That's true. Maybe back in the day, now that I'm thinking about it, meta decks took a lot of skill, but honestly, from playing Spirals right now, it does take skill to play the deck, but once you memorize the combos, it's kind of really nasty to play against an opponent because it's so overpowered. Let's see. Z Nick CG said LOS and meta takes skill. I mean, meta takes skill, man. I gotta disagree with you on that. But a lot of people are saying rogue decks. President KP said rogue decks for meta decks. The work has already been done for you. Hell, learning to pilot a deck and the strategy can be learned from just watching somebody pick up the deck. Rogue decks have to go through painful trial and error plus digging up older obscure cards in an attempt with no guarantee of competitive strategy. The one thing rogue decks have to do, however, is the ability to know what meta decks they're going to go up against so that they know the enemy well. That's true, but like someone else has said early in the discussion, most rogue decks are just trying to just floodgate out everything anyway. But I get where he's coming from because I guess he's probably coming from the type of rogue that I'm talking about, where it's like not just floodgate out deck, it's a deck that can actually fight on its own and do what it needs to do without having to rely on floodgates. Kyle McNaughton said this is from Team APS. So I want to clear this up real fast. Ironically speaking, the same time APS uploaded a video, I kid you not, I was thinking, hey, I want to do this type of video too. And it so happens we both had the same idea. Now, granted, I will admit, when they uploaded their video, I scrolled through Facebook. I saw the video, didn't really pay attention to the title. I was just scrolling through thumbnails, kind of how like you scroll on your Facebook page. So I admit, maybe I saw it, glanced at it for a second, and it subconsciously came out when I was thinking of video ideas. All in all, it's a great topic. Team APS is good people. And even if I was saying, hypothetically speaking, was trying to blatantly copy them, I was just admitted, like, I don't mind copying people and giving them credit. But hey, shout out to them for making their awesome video. If one of you guys want to link it in the description down below to show them some support, I'm happy to do. Feel free to do so. But yeah, shout out to Team APS. Now I get that out of the way. Let's see. Justin Furman's just trying to crap talk me, just gonna ignore him. Rafael Espinoza said, rogue decks, no doubt, due to the fact that with meta decks, most of the combos or strategies they have are very much the same, but with rogue, something that player uses skill for deck building as well as their skill to come up with new strategies to combat meta or non-meta decks. Nowadays, Raphael, while that what you're saying is true, that is not always the case because most rogue decks relies on heavy floodgating. But if you were to make a deck out of scratch with a unique combo, which is rare nowadays, then I would agree with you. But for a thoughtful comment, I'm gonna give you a heart because that does make sense. Let's see. Not gonna make this video no more than 10 minutes long. Got a minute left. Shane Carr said, depends on the format. I would say rogue because not only do you have to learn your deck and combos, you have to make new strategies, combos to compete with the meta. While meta doesn't necessarily need to adapt and be as flexible plays. That's true. Blake Hughes said, get good. Shane Carr said, thank you for making interactive videos with a lot more different opinions. Thank you, Shane Carr, for watching my content. And I'm going to read one more from the homie Romilio Wilson. Shout out to him. He topped with Spirals about a month ago. He said meta because mirror matches are usually really skillful. Also, since you're playing meta, everyone is preparing for it, so you have to play perfectly every time. While rogue is best when you catch people off guard and they ain't ready for it. You have to learn how to side deck properly when you play meta too. Overall, you have to play perfect when you play meta. That is the truth. So with all that being said, man, post your thoughts and opinions about this video in the comment section down below. Like I said, me personally, I think they both give you an equal amount of skill. I'm on the fence of saying both are skillful. I mean, in some cases, Rogue can be more skillful because if you discover a unique strategy that no one else has thought about and do well, that obviously shows that you're a skillful player and good deck builder. But that's far in between these days because most Yu-Gi-Oh decks are just so power crept that the only way they can lose is they lose to something more powerful or floodgates. And 9 times out of 10, if you had a great idea of making something broken because of a card that you thought had a potential, someone else already had the same idea. So with all that being said, man, post your thoughts and opinion. Do you think meta decks are more skillful than rogue decks? Let me know in the comment section down below. This is Innovation YGO, and I'm signing out. Peace.